It's got to dress me.
Your fly's undone. Good morning.
Morning.
And it is morning.
Yes.
The reason we're up so early, well, it's like 8:15, but the reason we're up so early, it's not actually early because we're usually up at like 6 hours.
Yeah, we usually set off about 8:30, 9 o'clock, don't we?
Yeah, third time. The reason we're up so early is because we're on a 24-hour mooring.
Yeah.
And we've been here for 23 hours and 52 minutes.
No.
The lockkeeper, you can probably just not see him, is stood behind that tree with his watch.
He's not there.
And his penalty notice pad. So we've got to scarper from here before that 24 hours comes up. We're not going far today. We're only going as far as the next mooring. Because A, you can see from the weather it's still a bit drab and there's a bit of rain forecast today, so we're not going to go that far. We just need to get off this 24-hour mooring.
Yeah. Other people need to use it.
Yeah, so we're not going far, and it's a shame because it is a nice mooring, although it's very busy because you've got people using the lock, and since the restrictions were relaxed,
They're queuing at the side of the boat.
I have never seen as many gigantic leisure cruisers as I have on the River Thames.
As Colin described them, here's another Brittany ferry.
They're like ferries. They're like these roll-on, roll-on. There's one past us yesterday, and you could kind of hear it in the distance, and I am not joking, it passed us and there were 3 lorries on it. One were taking fruit to Oxford. It were kumquats, I think. I think it were anyway. You might notice on these moorings they have these like longer posts, and you'll see these on all the Thames moorings. They've still got the little stubby bollards. I like the little stubby bollards, they have personality. But the big posts are about, what, 4 feet high?
Yeah, something like that, 4 or 5 feet, yeah.
And that's because when the river goes up, it stops your boat from
landing on the landing.
from meandering its way across the field. Right, have you had your breakfast?
I've had my breakfast.
Have you had your second poo?
I've got my...
It's just habit.
I know.
Have you got your radio?
10-4, 10-4.
Come on.
I'll get the lock ready.
After Oxford, the locks on the River Thames are all electrically powered. They're very similar to the ones that we saw on the Air and Calder navigation last year, do you remember? Now, because I've got a stress fracture in my right leg, I've not been able to do any of the manual locks for about 4 months. It's been driving me mad. So even though I'm not doing any of the pushing and pulling today, it's still nice just to be able to do a lock. There's a control panel at each end of the lock, and you have to do things in a certain way for it to work. First of all, we have to press this button and it opens the sluices on the upper gates. That lets the water into the lock. Now, while it's flashing, it means the lock's filling up, and as soon as the light goes steady, it means we can open the gates. We press this button and keep it pressed in, and that opens the lock gates. Once they're done, we can bring the boat in and close the sluice gates again. With Silver Fox in the lock and being held steady, I can go to the other control panel at the lower gates, and we start by pressing the open sluices button, and that releases water from the lock. Now, like with the upper gates, the light is flashing while the lock's empty in the water, and then once the level's equalised at the bottom, it turns steady, and that means we can open the gates and out we come. All that's left to do once the boat's out of the lock is to close the gates again and lower the sluices, and we're all done. Clifton Hampden Bridge. It even sounds posh, doesn't it? It was built by George Gilbert Scott. Do you know him?
No idea.
I thought he did musicals, but apparently he was a designer and a builder and an engineer. He built 800 things. I've built 800 things, but...
Yeah, but out of Lego.
Yeah, and Meccano. That was one of them. He built the Grand Midland Hotel at St Pancras Station in London, and he built the Albert Memorial too. There you go. When it was opened back in 1867, they got the mayor on a boat to bring him through down the river and under the new bridge to show it off.
All right.
But back then, the weirs weren't like they are now, and the river was a lot shallower, and his boat got grounded, it got stuck. And he refused to get out and walk because he was the mayor. So they had to go and get water, and I don't know how, like buckets or what,
The Filt River up.
and Filt River up to refloat him to get him under the bridge.
No.
I'd tell you, it might not have been buckets, might have been hose pipes, but it happened.
Hose pipes.
When you look at the houses that we've just passed on Google Maps from high above, you can see the size of the plot of each land. And at the front of the house, they overlook Dorchester Sailing Club, and at the back of the house, they have the River Thames.
And to get to the River Thames from the house, you need to catch the number 47 bus. They're that big.
We're just watching out for some visitor moorings around this corner. It's a beautiful area. I hope we can find one. We thought we'd found a nice mooring just there behind that cruiser. And it's itchy. And when you look at it from the side, it looks perfect for a mooring, doesn't it? It's just the right height and there's no trees sticking out or anything. So we pulled in and it was a little bit shallow, but it was all right, and there's horse flies there.
And I got the first pin in.
But then we jumped off the boat and the first thing we noticed was goose poo. Like just, you cannot avoid the goose poo. You cannot, there's not enough room to step without stepping in at least 2 or 3 goose poos.
But that was fine because we were only staying one night.
Yeah, so that wasn't too bad. But then,
It was like you see it on the TV with ants climbing up the rope.
thousands!
I had to throw the ropes in the river.
We don't like killing things, but it was like, them or us.
Oh.
So yeah, the ropes went in the river, we've untied, we've still got a few hundred ants which we've managed to get rid of, and we've left.
Quickly.
We'll go somewhere else instead. As you might have noticed, the sun's come out, but in the vlog we only moored up a few moments ago.
We did.
So I don't know what's going on there. The goose are honking. They just want to be on camera.
I think they do.
And a boat's coming, but I think this one's all right. And that's a clue to what happened.
Yes.
We got here and it looked like a perfect mooring. It is a perfect mooring, all right? If we send the drone up, you can see that there's like oodles of space. I don't know how much space you would need. There's no boats in front of us or behind us. There's no strong current. There's just loads of space. Perfect mooring.
Yes.
We were sat watching TV the night that we moored up. It was exactly 8:28 PM and we were watching, what was it? It was something on Amazon Prime, wasn't it?
Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot. We were getting into Mr. Robot. And then it's weird because you know how when things happen, big things, sometimes it's like in slow motion. And it was like the first second of it, it sounded like, imagine a group of like 8 to 10 lads with big hammers just all hitting the boat at the same time.
Yeah.
I thought we were being attacked as I don't know where that came from, but that's
just where your brain works.
That's just what I thought. But then all of a sudden the galley window just exploded and a Thames River Cruiser came in the boat.
It really did.
Literally.
Its pointy end was in the window.
If we'd have been stood there, we'd have been dead.
It'd hit us.
Because it's toughened safety glass, it's like a car windscreen.
Yeah.
So it doesn't just break and fall off, it literally explodes. And where the window is, at the galley by the sink, the glass landed where we were sat in the saloon, which is what, 10, 15 feet away?
Oh yeah, easy.
Easy. shock at first. We've got a river cruiser in the boat. What do we do?
Lots of swearing.
So Sean started swearing, whereas I'm more calm and collected.
You're more methodical, aren't you?
Yeah, so Sean went running up to see what was going on, effing and blinding and giving it all that. And I'm
Sorry.
like, Sean, calm down, calm down. It turns out that the person driving the boat lost control. As you saw when we started filming, it was raining on and off.
Yes.
And so the person driving the boat tried to turn his windscreen wipers on, and he says that the windscreen wiper fell off.
And we did see that the windscreen wiper weren't there.
On that type of river cruiser, there's two ways you can control it. You can do it downstairs or upstairs, can't you?
That's right, yeah.
So because he couldn't see out the window, he was trying to go upstairs to try and take control of the boat upstairs.
Yeah,
but
trying to switch over.
combination of the wind and the current and the rain and not being in control, and bang.
Kaboom.
Kaboom. Kablabby.
Kablammy.
Sean got some cuts and bruises on his legs and his hands from the glass.
Nothing.
We were both pretty shaky, as you would be if a river cruiser came through your boat. But apart from that, we were all right, weren't
Yeah,
we?
we were fine.
The police arrived, paramedics arrived, and statements were taken. The person admitted the responsibility.
Which is very good of him.
Which was very good of him. There's no problems with that at all.
No.
So-
Actually, a very nice guy, very nice couple.
Yeah, really nice couple.
Guess who come to the rescue?
Ryan from Bickerstaff drove all the way from Liverpool down towards Oxford, nearly 200 miles.
Yes.
In the early hours of the morning. He got here at about 2 o'clock in the morning and made some temporary repairs. It was just literally just bin bags taped on. But we let Ryan stay on the boat.
Yeah, he
for the
kept
night.
down on our dinette, didn't he?
And then the next morning started work.
Well, I think we got to bed at about 2:30 this morning, and it's now about 7:30, and the rain stopped, which is good. But I've probably slept for an hour at the most, on and off. You were out like a light.
Alcohol.
He had a beer before he went to bed. Yeah, rough night. And Ryan from Bickerstaff's here. He stayed the night on the dinette. No, he's not in here with us. And hopefully we're going to get this fixed today. I hope this stress level comes down.
Yeah, I know.
Right, you need to go because I need to get up and I ain't got much on.
Bye-bye.
Here's the man who's going to make it all better. What time did you arrive last night, this morning?
Just after 2.
While all the work was going on, I thought I'd go for a walk, get out of the way, because it was a bit stressful, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
I thought I'd go for a walk up a clump.
Up a clump.
Up a clump. This is one of the Whittenham clumps. There's 2 of them. This is the biggest one. This is Round Hill. It's 390 feet above sea level. There is another one called Castle Hill. It used to have an Iron Age fort on it. That's about 350 feet above sea level. Just these old chalk hills, and it's really steep. Walking up there from down near the river, I tell you what, I've never walked up such a steep hill. And if you look just over my left shoulder, you should be able to see Sean waving his pants at us. I used to worry about losing Dylan, and we've lost Dylan. I used to worry about people breaking onto the boat, and Christmas somebody broke onto the boat. I used to worry about the boat getting damaged, and well, last night. But is it
worth worrying even when these things happen? And I don't think it is. I mean, in a year's time, we'll probably look back and laugh about the story about the day a river cruiser slammed into the galley on Silver Fox. See, I'm laughing about it now, and it's not even been 24 hours. So are the things we worry about worth worrying about when they happen, we survive it, it hurts. I mean, still heartbroken over losing Dylan, but the pain eases and I've got happy memories of him. So is it worth wasting your life worrying about the things, whether they're going to happen or not? I don't think it is. But it's easier said than done, isn't it? It's easier to say, oh, but what's the point in worrying, because if they happen or not, you'll survive it. It's true, but it doesn't help, does it?
It was weird, there was some sort of ritual going on in the woods at the top. When I was up there, you could hear like cheering and like a cross between screaming and cheering.
Really?
And I was talking to an old lady that was walking a dog, and she said that there's a group that do like a ritual in there.
Might have been pagans or something.
I don't know, it was a bit weird. But I've just felt like taking my clothes off and walking in, but you never know, do you? Because like they might have been clothed and thought, oh my God, it's weird, and I'm like, no, you're the one screaming. But anyway, that didn't happen. It's like in my head.
Yeah, there could have been pagans.
So I got back, and Ryan was cracking on with everything. Everything back to normal, just a little bit shaky. Onward
and upward.
We're going to rest here for tonight, and then we're going to set off first thing tomorrow morning, so join us for that. Hope you've enjoyed the vlog in a weird way. Not enjoyed it, but
yeah, you know what we mean.
You know what we mean. If you have, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, give it a big thumbs up, and then hit the notifications icon. YouTube will let you know when we release a new vlog. If you want to support the channel, there's a join button on YouTube's homepage for us, our homepage.
Yes.
Or you can do it via Patreon. There's a link up above Sean's head.
Up there.
Take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves better than we are at the moment. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Ta-ra.
It was, but
he'll do that again.
Would you rather live in one of those houses or on our lovely Silver Fox?
Oh, definitely on this.
Get lost. Wait while you stop scratching.
I was scratching my head.
There's a boat coming. I think this one's going to be all right. We arrived on the Thursday. Yeah, we arrived on the Thursday, and it's now Saturday. Or did we arrive on the Wednesday? I don't know.
I've got no idea.
Because I was able to walk all the way up the clump, walk around the clump, and then walk all the way back down again.
I love it.
Change the word for poo.
You cannot say that.
Life can keep throwing us, but we just throw it back laughing. With everything